So the AR drone it's a great product put out by a French company called Parrot, and I had seen them in the past before, but never really driven one or flown one, I guess, or touched one or anything. Never been close to one until my friend Steven and I had this idea for the hack that we were gonna buy him, figure out how to fly him on our own, and then try to take things to the next level. In the past, I was working in medicine and had the idea to put voice recognition together with medical visualization. So I did that maybe a month ago, and that was really interesting. But now, rather than working in medicine, my friend Steven's actually a former Army captain, so we're exploring different ways that you might use a drone in the battlefield. So what if an individual soldier could send a drone ahead and scout for him, rather than to risk his own life by going into that tunnel or into that cave. So you'll see how we're putting voice control together with visual recognition to make this drone fly on its own and be kind of a pet for the soldier. Many challenges ahead. Number one challenge, can we read the camera, like at all? Number two challenge, once we have the data, what do we do with it? Number three is, can we recognize the judges' faces? We'd love to be able to do facial recognition on the judges and say, target identified, Bradley Horowitz or something, but we'll see. I've been coddled. A lot of the younger generation of programmers grow up where the tools will take care of a lot of these low-level issues for you. And you use Xcode, you use Eclipse, these high-level IDE environments will generate your makefiles for you. Now that we're writing them by hand, it's getting a little bit more difficult. This is vital. Basically, if we can't get the camera feed up, then we're limited to a voice recognition driven drone and not a, not a drone that will be able to fly itself, not a drone that can look around an environment and identify a face and identify a person. Yeah. So it's bad. It is 8:21 and man, things have not been going well. I was hoping that we could get the camera feed in from the drone into the Python programming language and do all sorts of cool stuff with that. Teach the drone how to fly itself around, recognize faces. But we're stuck in C land. We're stuck in the low level binary code. It's now nearly midnight, and we had a major crisis during the first half of the day. We weren't getting anywhere. We've made a breakthrough. So hopefully we can get everything together. And I guess I'll show you where we're at. Real quick update, Steven is training the voice model right now, so you might see him huddled in the corner, microphone up to the computer saying, fly up, fly down, turn around, whatever. We'll use that to train the voice recognition model. And then I've got the camera feed just about there. So if we fire up the app, I'm actually building on a sample that comes from the manufacturer, where we can see a live camera feed on the screen of what the drone here is looking at. So you can see my feet in front of the drone, kind of walking around. So that's the drone's point of view. And then here in the bottom right, this is the output from the program. So, do I have this? Okay, dude, I do have this hooked up. So I can now take off with the drone and again do another flight around the room. Although it looks like my controls are a little bit miscalibrated right now. I have a partner, Steven Jung, great guy. He's from San Diego, I'm from New York. I've actually been helping Steven pick up code on his way to jumping into startups. He's got a military background, worked in finance for a long time, now he's moving into high tech. And so we're kind of, I guess, consummating our relationship here at the hackathon. but yeah, right. I've been to 4 Disrupt hackathons, I think. I've been to San Francisco 2010, New York 2011, New York 2012, and now San Francisco 2012. As you can see here, we have some of our lunch still standing. That is going to be probably a 4 a.m. snack. Right now we're doing a full end-to-end test. We have our sound model in place. We've tested it with a microphone. Right now we just need to make sure that the voice commands are coming into the drone autopilot, and if that's working, we're going to do a test flight with voice control. We have 15 minutes on the clock and counting. I think we might actually make it. Losing confidence, but we'll see, man. Gotta give it your best. Run over and tell him, man.
get it?
Yes.
So we barely just made the deadline.
We've got 151 hacks we're going to show you today, and each presenter or group of presenters has 60 seconds to present.
Right now, we're kind of refining our pitch. We're trying to get it to the point that we're going to be proud of it. Yeah? Okay. Mic me, please.
Who's next?
Can you go next?
You're not
we
ready
need to
yet?
compile. All right, great. The frightening truth is that drones are a reality. But as the average Army Ranger knows, often when you need them the most, they're too far away and maybe in someone else's hands, which is why we built Quadro, the personal drone, a fully real-time voice recognition engine for Quadro. So Steven, without his hands, can give it flying instructions using only his voice. And this is a fully offline voice recognition model. Looks like we're getting a little out of control. I might need to bring it forward. Sorry about that, guys. But this is a fully offline voice recognition model. So one more time.
Turn halfway.
All right, we're getting a malfunction here, but not only have we built voice recognition. I'm devastated. Well, not devastated. I'm disappointed, right? Because it was a roller coaster, right? In the beginning of the hackathon, the first day, it looked like we weren't going to get anywhere, and then we had a rally right around, just before midnight, maybe like 9, 10 through midnight, and trucked on through the night, Steven and I, and we got it to the point where the voice recognition was working, where the vision was working. We had everything working, but when we got on stage, it was some sort of fluke. Something fell apart, and I couldn't, diagnose it, in 60 seconds on stage. So we had to take what we could get.
What really is going on here is just the level of complexity of the project that we undertook is on the higher side of things. And not to take anything away from any project out there, but certainly one small thing out of all the many things that we had to put together to make this thing actually work, I'd say it's still a win.
Two runners-up that get to go on stage and present for about a minute at Disrupt, right?
On Wednesday at
On
1:45.
Is Heat Data.
And Autopass?
And Octopus.
Octopus.
Octopus spelled very
So if you guys
strangely.
can come up.
Come on down!
The winner of this year's
This year's hackathon in San Francisco 2012.
We should just do this.
Live
Volt! Woo!
We did good. Next time I want to do great.